So I was a console player. I got coaching probably like 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
I think the last time I got coached, I was like GM4. I was
Mm-hmm.
GM2 peak. I peaked GM2. I hit
Mm-hmm.
GM1 after I hit the 100, all that. Then
Mm-hmm.
I swapped to PC, and I stopped because my aim was really bad. I couldn't take it.
Mm.
But recently I tried to, I was like, okay, let's play PC again. Especially since after the hitbox changes, it's a lot easier to aim now. I can actually hit my shots.
Okay.
I hit Masters 5 last season.
Nice.
My aim mechanics are still bad, but they're getting there. But this season I've been doing so bad. I feel like I'm at 4, I'm at 5,
Mm-hmm.
and I've just been losing all my games. So
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah.
I'm sorry. Now, apart from the rank, how has your gameplay been overall? Like,
I
what?
think
First off, when did you make the transition? I don't remember when we had our last session.
that was a long time ago.
Okay.
So after I hit GM1 in season 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and after season 9 was introduced, I was very on and off with the game, which
Mm-hmm.
wasn't the best. I
Mm-hmm.
swapped the PC a long time ago, but I didn't properly swap to it. I would say it's like 4 months ago
Okay.
or
So
three
you,
months.
when you say properly swapped, as in like I didn't go back and play console games, basically.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
Okay. How has your mechanical practice been? What does it look like?
So I used to do Vexta first,
Mm-hmm.
and then I put a bit of headshot and apparently won.
Mm-hmm.
Then I tried free for all. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I also tried some callbacks, but that's so boring to me. So
Yeah. Yeah. Super. Super boring. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I tend to avoid that. But now because I'm constantly dueling with a friend, I just get only do like two 1v1s, and then we always 1v1 in queue.
Okay. And is your friend plummeted SR as well as you have?
Yeah, he's a bit better than me. I was like Masters 4, but because we always duo, we lose the same amount of games. So,
Right. 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 So do you always do a queue with him?
pretty much nowadays.
Mm, okay. That might be
But I
something to
think,
consider.
yeah, that's might be bad. But I
Might
don't
might
think it's
not be
like too
good.
bad.
And not because like oh your friend is trashing your SR or
Oh,
vice versa. It's just it may be that you guys have kind of like gotten a bit of a habit where like maybe somebody has a bad day and it kind of gets contagious, like maybe there's a
yeah,
negative, like when you're playing with friends, it needs to be a fun thing. And honestly, I don't think sadly that duo queue is even the most effective and efficient way to focus on your own goals and focus on your own things. And I'm sure that you're probably aware of that, but it does
yeah.
deserve repeating.
I am much
um
better in solo queue. I can
yeah.
know that. Oh yeah,
Yeah. It's just much better practice. You're just probably much
yeah.
better at practicing in solo queue. So I would say, like, maybe don't quit playing with your friend, but just be aware of the limitations of playing with
At least the
friends.
first few games, so they're full focus maybe.
Sure, that might be an adjustment worth putting time into. And I'd also say as well, like, just don't worry about the rank so much. I know it's easier said than done because what you've done is you've done the worst thing possible. You have transitioned from a really high rank on console to PC, and yet you have some reasonably high expectations for your performance because hey, I'm a GM player, so I should be playing like a GM player,
Yeah,
right? Like
ego was really cool.
right, and ego or even masters, right? But you're just not quite there. And then whenever that happens, the worst part about it is the most hard stack people I've ever coached were the people that used to be high rank because you get in a sense of entitlement, and then you get very upset at yourself. Like you're not even stupid. Like you're not saying like, oh, elo hell, like you're bad, right? But the
No,
question is
yeah,
you think like there's something fundamentally wrong with me that is preventing me from getting to a higher rank, and I'm just bad or I'm not learning. And the answer is no. There's nothing wrong with you. You just got frustrated when you didn't improve at the level that you thought you would be.
yeah. But I noticed after from Masters 5, I just don't take the game as seriously anymore. And then when you do that
Right,
to the
right,
games, it's just
right. Exactly.
like
So
you
it's like
don't learn anything.
right, those expectations leads to less effort, less focus, less playtime, not wanting to play at all, screwing around, getting upset. Like all of these ingredients just leads to just a nasty quality of practice. It's just terrible quality of practice. So, but it's not a mystery as to why that is. That's just how it's going to be. So we need to cut the crap, work on yourself, work on solo queuing a little bit more, set individual goals, set aside all of your expectations. Don't worry about the rank. Drop the plat. Nobody cares. Don't worry about your hero pool. Just play the characters that you want to play and just enjoy the game. Let's have some fun with practice again. Like I want practice. The number one thing for you to be is like, let's make practice fun again. Let's make practice fun again. That's it.
Yeah, I know this. That's been difficult for me, so yeah, I should actually focus on that.
Yeah, you really should. I know it sounds dumb to be like, let's focus on making the game fun, but like, let's
I
try and
think it's
focus on making the game
actually
fun. You know?
yeah, I think it's not that even that hard to do. If just I just keep focusing on the wrong things. I keep looking at my rank and I'm just like this is so low, but then I'm like I'm not playing better, and then I just get lost in those thoughts.
Yeah, exactly. Like you focusing on like I need to rank up or like I need to fix. It's like that's not worked, right? So drop it. Stop trying. Just play. Just play.
Drop the ego.
Yeah, exactly. Drop the ego, and also because the ego is not just preventing you from improving. The ego is like also why you're not having fun playing the game. And like if you're not having fun playing the game, like why even play the game? Like who cares? Just play the game. So let's just approach that. And I think in terms of mechanics as well, like you probably have an idea of how you need to be improving your mechanics and try hard. And Kovacs is like fine for a warm up, but like even Kovacs is like, or not Kovacs, sorry, Vaxa. Even Vaxa has its limitations. You just need to play ranked. You need to play solo queue, and that's pretty much all there is to it. So, you know, the transition will happen, and that's all there really is to it. Okay. You have any questions before we take a look at some gameplay?
No.
Okay. Now, why this code?
I played this yesterday, and I actually did quite well. Like, especially I thought. Oh wait, I should start seat corner. Wait, did I?
No, that's fine. That's fine.
I thought my mechanic. I thought I had to improve my mechanics to get better in PC.
Sure.
But it doesn't really seem to be. Wait, sorry. Yeah.
I'm not as good. Not on the touch.
My bad.
No worries. No worries.
So I said, yeah, I thought my aim was a big part of it to improve to get better at the game when I was in Masters 5, but I think I've just screwed around too much, and I have what's it called? I've screwed around too much, and I've also like smurfed too much. So now I think my game sense is so bad. So I think game sense is more important for me now.
Okay, well we'll take a look. Who are you here? Because you're not the name that you put in the form.
I'm the Ashe.
The Ashe Caroline. Okay.
Yeah.
Is this all Ashe?
Pretty much all it's can. I think Ashe and maybe Soldier.
Yeah, I see. Okay, so why'd you choose this code?
Because my aim was good in this game, and I was also doing well myself, like personally. I felt like, but we still lost, so.
Got it. Okay, sounds good.
Better mechanical games.
Yeah. Tough map for Ashe, actually, depending on the situation. Like, I look at this comp and I'm like, frick, man. Like, Widow, Hanzo. At least you're not 225 HP, which helps versus the Hanzo.
Try to move him away, it didn't really work.
Yeah, I got you. Like, I even think this is pretty crazy, honestly. Like, I think like this versus the Widow is like pretty risky.
It's just ego. It's just,
yeah.
I'm not doing this in my higher rank. I'm just doing it now because I'm like, whatever.
Well, okay, so that has to stop like right now. Like, because that is by far the most common thing that people ego in lower ranks is like, I can get away with this, whatever that may be, whether it's bad CD usage or ults or positioning usually. And the problem is that it's false, right? Because if you could get away with it, then you would be Diamond 1 or Masters 5 again, right? They may not punish you every time. They may not punish you most of the time, but they punish you just enough for you to lose games. And so, like, for example, here, right? You don't want to be peeking Widow here. But you do have Dynamite, and there are squishies in here. So where should your angle rotate from here?
Probably to the right.
Yeah, just go in here. Just chuck your Dynamite in here, play the corner, and you're cooking, right? Like, your advantage versus these guys is that you have Dynamite, right? So that you could take these close-range engagements with Dynamite, right? That's it. This is insanity, right? The Dynamite's good, but, like, it's sloppy. You could have gotten cleave from Winston there. You could have got shot by Widow.
Yeah.
It's just dumb. Right. So just play and challenge yourself to play perfectly. Like, I don't care if you're in a bronze lobby. Don't cheat the system. Play the game. Give everybody respect. Assume every Widowmaker is freaking ons. You know what I'm saying? Like every...
I cheat too much. Like when I'm on Tracer, I just go in. I'm like, but I want to do this.
Well, right. Exactly. And I think that's going to be the biggest problem here. So what we need to find out is like, what specific stuff do you cheat? And then not just say, hey, don't cheat, jackass, but also be like, let's intentionally not cheat by fixing the things that tend to go when you're being lazy. I cannot give you a word that tells me how much I hate that, regardless of whether that hits or not. Like, you need your dynamite here. Like, you need your dynamite to contest this. You need your dynamite if you want to swing this way and go for backline.
I also have like another thing I'm very bad at, especially because I used to watch Awkward back in the day, not anymore because whatever. He's like all about like uptime, and now I have like this. I have this like I always try to do something, but I think sometimes, especially after season 9, I feel like playing slow sometimes is not much better, but it's better sometimes.
What I would say is this: there was a Unter. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Unter, but he put out a video a couple days ago, maybe yesterday, about Juno and analyzing professional Juno play. And he was analyzing, I think, Chio's Juno. And Chio's Juno was basically doing the Awkward mistake where, I don't know if Awkward teaches it this, but I see it a lot of people that have had coaching from Awkward where it's basically just using the cooldown off of cooldown, right?
Yeah.
The problem is that he would use Speed Ring and Torpedoes before like an engagement started, and then his team would get pushed and he would die. Rinse and repeat. It's the same thing with Dynamite, right? Like, you want to use Dynamite as fast as you possibly can when you can get full value out of it. Like, right now, you should be looking for ways to use Dynamite. Can I get an angle on Ana? Can I get an angle on Hanzo? Right? And if the answer is no, though, then don't do it. Then don't just throw it, right? Just find value. It's like putting it this way. Let's say you have $1,000 in the bank and you're looking to invest it, but the only investment is a bad investment. Do you invest your $1,000? No.
No.
You don't. The second you get a good investment, do it as quickly as you can. Maybe you'll be able to get 2 good investments. Maybe you'll get 2 dynamites, right? But don't force a bad investment just because you have the cash. Just because you have dynamite doesn't mean dynamiting a Reinhardt on main is worth the cooldown.
Yeah, but let's say, like, where am I supposed to stand? There's also something I struggle with sometimes. Like, they have Widow, they have Hanzo, I'm on Ashe. Like, what's my angle? Because I want to be close to both the Widow and the Ashe, but, the angles
you tell me. It's been tricky up to this point here, right? Like, I think you've done okay kind of managing, playing the dynamite close angles here, avoiding the Widow sight lines here. But it's been tough, right? Like, here, you're kind of poking out Ryan. This is fine. You poke out the Hanzo a little bit there, but he's damage boosted. You know what? This is good. This is it. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, this is good. Yes, this is it. This is you ask the question, then you answer the question literally with your actions. Well done. There's risk here, but it's worth the risk. It's high risk, high reward. Great job. Now, you could have played more passively, hidden from the Hanzo and just poked out the Rhine, but I actually like this a lot better. I think this is totally fine. Great job. Now, Dynamite. Good.
That's much better.
It's really not that complicated. You figured it out, right? This is complicated for a bronze player or a silver player or a gold player, but you know how to play hit scan. You know how to play this matchup. You did it. Just turn your brain on. That was perfect. It was literally perfect.
And that was... I thought maybe we could get an early kill, but...
Yeah, I mean, you're playing around your Sig shield. I would have honestly been... I think this is stupid because I'm expecting Widow to come out here, and you don't really have any counterplay versus that. But I don't think this is the stupidest thing you've done, so, like, whatever.
I also still sometimes walk into walls because, I'm not really used to MK.
Wait, what?
I sometimes walk into walls.
Oh, yeah. This is actually fine, really. Like, you're avoiding Widow Hanzo angle. You're poking out Ryan from cover. It happens. Like, this was not a misplay. This is just unfortunate. Don't do this. Don't. Stop it. Save it because you know what this Ana or Hanzo is going to do. You know it. You know they're going to push, right? You know they're going to push. So you need that. Cooldown is way too long to throw like that. Okay, so where do you need to be?
Right side, I think.
I agree. Yep. And there you go. Perfect. It's a good try. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I'm gonna every time I see you do something well, I'm gonna point out that it was good, and we're just gonna keep moving. We're not gonna sit here and waste time. Don't ego this. But yeah, that was a good fight from you. Good fight. Yeah, Bob now. So now you're even more quote unquote brawly, right? Like short sightline, like you could do all sorts of cute things. I really like this position here.
But my videos just like annoyed, like I'm like
good coach. Unlike me, get it? Haha. This is good as well. I think the only mistake here is mechanical. And not just in terms of your shots, but in terms of how you're taking the 1v1. So he doesn't know you're there.
Take a short side. I mean, like peek better, I guess, for cover.
Nope. Dynamite. Dynamite.
Oh, dynamite. Oh.
Dynamite, then shoot, because you can get the projectile out and then get a shot at the same time. So bam, detonate, bam, shot. And before he even knows what's happening, he's dead. Okay? So he's not aware that you're there, so you need to use dynamite here. Does it make sense?
Console syndrome, because it's a lot easier to like double tap on console than it is on PC.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, it might be. I don't think it's a huge mistake, but this is your ticket to winning the 1v1, so you need to use it. If you were really not confident here, you could even use your bob here, right? But this is just like, yeah, it's just scary, right? Yeah, good rotation away from the Widow there. Like really, the positioning super good here. Really well done. You're playing to your strengths. You're giving respect to the enemy Widow, but you're also not being scared, right? You're taking like even this is not stupid, because you're at a range now where this is, I won't say it's 50-50. I think she has a slight advantage, but this isn't the dumbest thing that you've done, right? Like look how close you are, right? If you could like manipulate your hit, what I would do is I wouldn't peek this scoped, right? What I would do is I'd jiggle peek it, crouch, unscoped, wait for the shot, spam, quick scope,
yeah, that's true.
Right? So how you take the 1v1 is wrong here, but taking the 1v1 is not wrong, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's fine. See, that again, this is like, I hate to say the term because it's corny, but it's like intelligent ego, right? Like you're playing your advantages. You're not playing your advantages perfectly, but you're playing smart. You're being snaky. Just fix your positioning.
With a higher elo as well.
Right. Stuff you can do at a higher level. That's it exactly, right? Like as your mechanics improve and as your CD usage and your awareness improves, making these decisions doesn't just, oh, this works in this ring, but it won't work in high ring. It will always work, right? If you're good enough. The problem here is your rotation has put you in a bad spot. So we want you to go back to, hey, let's get here. Because they're not on a Widow anymore. You notice that, right? So you could take here. You could do the exact same thing here and kind of play bait here. You have your Bob. Like let's go find some value here. We've lost our angle here, essentially, chasing that Winston. And then this rotation is, I mean, I appreciate you're taking back the angle, but you should have died. This is a moment of vulnerability. Yeah. You're just like, oh, I think the Winston was low, which is the only reason this works. But yeah, this is better. It's a little far forward here. Yeah. I called it, right? It's just a little far forward. A little close.
Another ball. I missed the Bob on the wall as well.
Yeah. And so it's the Bob panic is a panic. It's a consequence of bad positioning, right? Just sloppy. I like this position still, though. It just high risk, high reward, and he just diffed you. That's pretty much all there is to it.
Yeah.
But you created space. You almost won the kill despite him being mercy pocketed, and you did so without dynamite as well. So, yeah, I don't really have a problem. I'm more annoyed at how that fight started, and then also the fact that you wasted your Bob because you positioned badly. So that's where you messed up. You didn't mess up in that last engagement. Okay, so this is going to be really nasty to retake. So what you're doing right now is really good, essentially. This is what we call, like, there isn't a good option, so you might as well set fire and see what happens.
Yeah.
Right? You might as well peek this corner with dynamite, bait them to dive you, coach gun out, pray that you create enough space for your team. Mechanical failure. But the right idea. Okay, it looks like you guys won't touch. That's fine. Good. No complaints. Again, high risk, high reward, right? This angle.
Yeah, maybe a bit too wide, though.
Maybe. As long as you have cover, I think it's okay. I really do. I think this is
all right. Widow. I forgot that. That's right.
Yeah, they don't have Widow. That's it exactly, right? But you're outside of dash range. There's the coach gun. Shoot. Re-deepen your angle once he's used jump. Yeah, I'm just going to keep zooming. If there's nothing really to say here, there's nothing really to say. Coach gun, I think, was trying to catch the jump. Just a little premature. Yeah. Good. Mechanics look good, like you said, this game, so that's always a plus. I like pushing back. They're on Widow now. Probably didn't realize that. So now this is where an angle like this is fine, as long as the Widow's not here. If the Widow peeks this, you could then peek deeper here, right? But again, I think this position's fine as long as you're permanently tracking that Widow's positioning. Widow's a horribly designed character, basically single-handedly forces you to always be aware of where she is, right?
I've been in like I'm not really scared of a low rank, I don't know, Genji, but then they're a bit honest, like you can one-shot me.
Right. Genji will punish your mistakes. Widow will just one-shot your mistakes.
Yeah.
Or she'll get one shot by her own mistakes. It's terrible. Okay, we're just gonna keep zooming here. I'm gonna be respectful of your time. Again, don't forget the Widow. Don't forget the Widow. That Bob is probably too early. It ends up working out, but probably would have been better to kind of hold the angle here and then honestly bob on the 1v1, right? I think it's okay, but like again, bobbing for like winning a 1v1 or winning an angle is probably a little bit more consistent. But yeah, I think there's moments of brilliance here, which like clearly shows that like you have the game sense to know what angles you should be holding, and you have really tight mechanical moments that are clearly not Diamond 4, right? And then you just do stupid stuff. You know, your brain kind of turns off, or you ego something, or you really take duels that you really are not intelligent or should not be taking, and then you get punished for it, and then rinse and repeat. So, any questions so far?
I mean, not really. Maybe later.
Okay.
Later.
Yeah. They're on Cassidy. That's weird.
I mean, yeah.
Maybe they lost the Widow duel or something.
So here, we stopped the Mercy, and I really didn't like playing with a Mercy because I feel like it forces me to do like, I guess, play like more carry
Okay,
play style.
I understand.
I
understand. I don't like playing with a Mercy either when I'm playing most characters, but that's because I'm not very experienced. Let me explain to you what Mercy Pocket does. It means that when you choose angles, you always choose the high risk, high reward angle. Almost always, if that makes sense. But it doesn't mean that you choose positions that you would never choose without a Mercy Pocket. In other words, if you have no Mercy Pocket here, would you ever take this angle here? Sometimes. Yes. If you got the opportunity to rotate to here, would you ever take this angle without a Mercy Pocket? Yeah, it'd be risky, but yeah, there's a chance, right? With a Mercy Pocket, you do those things. But what you don't do is you never go here, right? You never with or without a Mercy Pocket. So basically a Mercy Pocket is just a litmus test of how smart are you with your positioning. And if the answer is you're not smart, then you will fail. That's why I don't like playing with the Mercy Pocket, because most of the heroes, I'm just not very experienced at making these calls on the fly, right? So like right now, if you feel any discomfort at the Mercy Pocket, that's a you problem. So like right now, you didn't recognize that, oh, I should have rotated right. I should have taken top. You just sat on the floor. Yeah. You know, you sat on the floor. You needed to rotate here sooner. You rotate here sooner, we're cooking. Heck, you could even take the angle here with the damage with dynamite. Maybe not the best angle for your hero, but something to consider. But this is not good. Right? It's just not good. You needed to get off the floor and get out of here. You needed to take the angle faster. It is I say Havana, so you will be stuffed a little bit, but as soon as you get the opportunity to rotate, you needed to take it, and you didn't take it, and that's it.
That makes sense.
I understand not enjoying playing with a Mercy, but like it's still a skill issue.
Yeah.
I don't like playing with Mercy either. I like just kind of making decisions without having to think about somebody else, but it really doesn't change that much. It just means that you constantly take the one pill over the other. That's pretty much all there is to it. Like right now, we still know where the right positioning is for Ashe, right? If you didn't have Mercy Pocket, maybe you'd be like here, right? But because you have Mercy Pocket, you need to be here. That's it. You see this? Like, you could, come on, move, rotate. This has been okay, but I think like even here, like, you know, why not? Yeah, why not, right? Like, is this a position you would hold without a Mercy Pocket? Sometimes, yeah, sure. Well, you know, it's not a bad position, but you're just not getting enough out of your Mercy because your positions don't give you enough sightlines, right? You need to utilize the fact that you have permanent healing all the time. So you take the greedier positions because they go from high risk, high reward to medium risk, high reward, right? You just take so much of the edge off of the risk. And even here, right? We're still staring at a Sigma shield. You notice this? We're still playing melee range. I think the Hanzo might be dictating some of your positions, but man, oh man, like, you are not worth the pocket right now in terms of where you're positioning. Like, this is where I'm trying to think of the best way to explain this. This is obviously way too close. Like, Mercy Pocket's not going to keep you alive here if they hit their shots. Ironically, did you notice there? Ironically, did you notice that, like, even though you completely flubbed your positioning, because it was a risky position, it actually won you the fight.
Yeah,
like you actually forced a response to your angle because it was a dumb angle, but at least it was an angle, right? But my point was actually, like, ironically here, I actually think that if I had been playing Ashe here, despite the fact that your mechanics are like 12 times better than mine, we would have won this fight already because I would have positioned in a really dumb angle and forced a response, like what you just did right there. And that's what you need to do. You need to force those responses. This is just dumb. This is not a high risk, high reward angle. This is just dumb, right? So, like, you look at this here, where would you set up here with a Mercy Pocket?
Still, that also complicates things a bit. I would still maybe to left my bit or like inside the building left.
Yeah, maybe you could. Maybe it's too far. You could also go here. Yeah, I thought you could also go here, right, as well, like right on this little ledge here. You have options here, right? You have Bob, so that's even better.
Okay. I just maybe if I live and I use Bob, that's even better than dying for no reason.
Yeah, Bob Dynamite kind of changes the range with which you operate. You're a little bit more close range. How much soldier do you usually play, by the way? Is that like is that a tilt swap or what?
Oh, I think it works better sometimes in the enemy comms, but I play Ashe anymore.
Okay.
I feel like it's kind of pretty similar.
Yeah. Thoughts on your angle?
I think it's okay. Far right, I think far right is much better though.
Where?
Like all the way to the right.
Oh, like here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. I actually think you could have continued to contest this here with your dynamite. I actually don't like. Surprisingly, I don't like coach gunning into the diva. And then yeah, I agree. I think you're contesting the Hanzo at long range, and then also you're basically point blank on the diva. And like again, it's not that the aggression is bad. It's just how the aggression's being done here is just like it's hurting.
Just not doing much really.
You're right. You're not wide swinging essentially, right? And then Hanzo is just destroying. Okay, so let's see what we do with Soldier. Same stuff with Soldier. Less range, but you can go like super greedy with your flanks here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be contesting Hanzo here. What I would do is, again, is like, do you contest Hanzo here? Do you hard flank? Or do you wrap, here, right? Because Diva can't kill you, essentially, if you play it correctly. If you listen, anticipate the booster commit, right? Don't play this, right? Don't play this. You have the mobility advantage, so why play this? You know what I'm saying? Better. Nice. Nice. Yep. Just keep flanking. Go. Commit. There you go. You can continue to rotate to pursue. Boom. Sure. Nicely done.
I thought like 2 people died at once. I thought maybe I could like just clean up, but then our third team died, so I had to push him more.
Yeah. That's the luxury of soldiers. You can rotate and rotate fast and keep rotating. Be careful here. You are in a pretty good angle, but obviously, like, you just got to be a little bit cautious with the Hanzo. Yeah. It's fine. Okay, rotate. Yes. I actually don't know that I would go back for Diva here. Like, I think you kind of want to anticipate some sort of follow-up here and see what you can catch. I don't think it was bad, but something to consider. And remember, what's the luxury of your character? What should you do right now? Right, rotate. Now. Where to?
I'll just go right again.
Yeah, just go right. They've stuffed CDs and HP here. Rotate here. Contest the Hanzo, right? It feels a little awkward, but why would I go here when I can rotate to a better angle, given where they've rotated onto me? Now, would that have changed the result?
Anyway, so
what?
I have to rotate.
Right, exactly. Right, the Reaper Diva holding the corner, like they're just never going to be able to peek that angle. So, would that have changed the result of that fight? No, I think your team beefed it, but it's worth pointing out. So I think if I could like simplify the biggest thing with both of your hitscan heroes It's you're not solving the rotations quickly enough. Like, what angle can I play with Ashe with a pocket? What angle can I play Ashe versus double sniper? What angle can I play soldier here? What angle, like, you're not rotating properly. You're just kind of playing wherever strikes your fancy, and then if it works, great. If it doesn't, you get screwed.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's kind of what's happening over and over again. I like this. This is good. With the information you have on D.Va, great. I would, with the rule with soldier, right? You can't contest this with the healing station, so you run. So when you run...
I was going to try to distract her, like, running circles, but then she just left me.
Well, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you run circles. Unless you have heal support, she will kill you with healing. So just run. Run. If she chases you, your team will win. If she doesn't chase you, then you can run back and plop your heal station down and kill people, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, you know... This is okay. This is okay. At this point, this fight's over. Okay, we can look at another code if you'd like.
I mean, a lot better than that. Okay.
Or we could do a quick live coaching round if you want. It's up to you.
Oh, but no warm up. Oh, that's scary.
I don't care. See, that's the thing though, is we don't care about your mechanical performance.
Okay. I mean, but why does the game last very long? I think the match will last too long, huh?
It doesn't. I don't mind going a few minutes over.
Why do it's like 25 minutes? I don't know.
What's the queue time?
The queue time is very low.
Okay. If you want to give it a shot?
Oh yeah, sure.
All right, let's go. I'm ready for my 5% crit accuracy.
I have a question, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to try and learn Echo, and I was learning her, but then got nerfed.
You cut out for a second. You're talking about Echo?
Oh yeah. I was trying to learn Echo before the nerf, and then got nerfed, obviously.
Yeah.
And now I don't know if it's worth learning her.
Yeah,
or
she's fine.
just focus on my trainer.
She's fine. She's fine. If you want to play Echo, play Echo. She's fine. Your goals, like, you know, GM or whatever, you can get Echo in GM. No problem. Okay, let's go. Diamond 5. Shame on you.
Yeah.
Easily the worst student I've ever coached.
It might be, like, with all the stuff I'm doing now.
All right, let's...
might be worse.
Right, I wonder, you know, what the real problem is here.
What about my aim? Because I think my aim is very bad. But
yeah. I mean, obviously, it looked okay last game, but maybe that was just like a pop-off game.
Like, I do this usually. I just go with extra.
That's fine. Are you planning on playing Widow this game?
No.
Okay, so then swap it here that you want to play.
Let's play Tracer then. I think
Sure.
Works for me.
Works for me. Do you want to play Tracer this game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, because of the FOV change, my blink melees are very bad. Because I
The
can
what?
blink further on PC. I mean, you don't blink further on PC. But
Oh, I
FOV
see. Yeah.
Like, all my blink melees are kind of, they're off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Can I take it back? I want to play...
Yeah, go for it. Let's do it.
I don't like playing Tracer on Route 66.
Yeah,
especially
it's a good Ashe map. Okay, so I think the key thing that we talked about was where is my setup versus the enemy comp, and then obviously like factoring in CDs as well. Nothing complicated, right? Oh, Mercy Pocket, brilliant.
Oh, no.
That's exactly what we want. Remember, it doesn't change your positioning. It just makes you choose the higher risk position. It doesn't open up new positions. It's the one. It's instead of making it a 50-50 call, it's just go for the higher risk, higher reward position. But it still needs to be a smart angle that you play otherwise. What is it? Are you one of those career profile checkers?
Yeah. I'm going to try to see if it's a Smurf, but it's not.
Who cares? Who cares? Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss. You don't play any differently whether it's a Smurf or not. Ignorance is bliss. I'm telling you, it's not that there isn't a competitive advantage here. It's because I just don't have the brainwaves to think about it. We're too busy on your mission. Who cares? I don't care if this is literally like Overwatch League players. Just play your game. All right, so your Mercy Pocket, what's the higher risk angle that you can play? They're on Widow and Sombra. Assume that.
Widow and Sombra.
Yeah. Press tab now. Wait, no.
Oh, my aim is so bad.
No, it's okay. Press tab. Okay, soldier. Soldier forward. Okay, so. Play your angle. Play your angle. That's okay. That's okay. You had the right intention. Now, what do you do without the high ground? Where's the best angle you can play?
I'm just gonna keep pushing.
Okay, sounds good. Nicely done.
Nice.
So, high risk, high reward. What angle is that?
I think
With where the fight's happening? No. The fight's not happening here.
there's wall.
The fight's not happening here.
Probably over there.
Yeah, this is good. This is really good. He's pushing you. And there it is.
I don't like it. It was...
Just shoot. See, I had to stop you from going for the stupid early fight poke, which means you wouldn't have been set up pre-fight. And you also wouldn't have had coach gun. And you also wouldn't have had dynamite. That's all right. All right, set up. Where do you need to be? Mercy pocket. High risk, high reward position. Not standing in the open, but find your angle. Where's your angle? Where's your angle? Okay. I feel like this is a little close, but I'm all right with it. Yeah, it ends up working because your diva's just like... Are they in Sombra now?
Just bullying. What the fuck? That's so bad.
Where's your angle? Where's your angle?
Yeah, it's crazy.
High risk, high reward. We're in a player on Sombra. That's the primary threat here.
How can the back here?
Negative. Why is she? Okay, this kind of like it now.
Okay.
Because the Mercy's a bit me, so.
Yeah, Mercy's not with you right now. Where's that Sombra right now? Where's that Sombra?
Behind the top. There she is.
Reset up your angle. Reset up your angle. Reset up your angle. Where's the Sombra?
Behind me again, probably.
So where do you need to be?
Even more behind?
There you go. That's fine. That's fine.
Their team is just very bad.
Well, for right now. So you made a mistake. You chose an angle as if you had a mercy pocket without one, and in an angle where the Sombra could easily engage you. You should have gone top. Or you should have played the bridge.
Yeah, top, so I can see the times again.
And that's it. That's it. Now, you wouldn't do that versus a Widow, but they weren't on Widow. They were on Sombra. This angle was bad. Why?
My team was really like.
Team wasn't with you. It's too Farah and May and Ball. It's too close, right? Now you got to play like a true sniper here.
Yeah, May is so much. She does so much damage.
Oh fuck! I'm gonna say.
Find your angle.
Snipers, I'll play more.
Yeah. So, yep. And you have Bob as well. Let's go.
Ball point. Just land.
You see? This is chilling right here. Now let's take top left, but don't press W. Just hold the corner. Look for a Bob whenever you see an opportunity. Just shoot. Easy.
Die. Ball one.
Careful about getting too close. This is a damage boosted Farah.
What is one? Fuck.
Well, I hate these platforms so much. Why do they move?
That's okay. Right.
Oh my god.
No.
You're good.
Ball low.
What's going on, bro?
Shooting.
You're good. Just chill. Play your life here. There it is.
Oh no. What's my team doing?
Your team is being zoned out by mines.
Look, Mercy. What the fuck, Mercy?
Yeah, I mean,
It's okay. So this is.
I'm not talking too much.
So this is okay. My main problem is I really am not loving how close you're getting to these Farah maze. You just need to hold that top left without pressing as far forward and just shoot. You just need to keep shooting. And also, use the Bob. I know there's sleep dart in the play, but use the Bob. It only lasts like 2 seconds. It's cap.
I think I walked towards forward.
Yep. I mean, that's basically been the entire theme of third point. You're just basically pressing W. Too close. Take your angle. Take your angle, take your angle, take your angle, take your angle. Go, 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 go. Left, 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 left. Go left, go left. There you go. There it is. See, now we're hooking. Now we're just chill. You get an opportunity, rotate deeper left. Good. Now set up your bob and take top left. Do it. Let it roll. Right now. Good. Good, Dynamite. See, you die here, but you know what? It was worth it. In fact, I would bet that you're 75% chance to win this fight.
Yeah, we do.
Just because your angle was deep, but it took a lot to get you, right? You look at that and be like, bro, how did we not win that? Well, you do win that. You do win that. You do win that. All right, focus up. Let's clean this up. Keep shooting, 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 keep shooting. Nice. Number one challenge, do not die to mines.
Oh, should be fine. Oh, they're fine.
Nice clip.
Oh, that's what I mean. Like,
That's all right.
that's what I mean.
All right, mines are gone.
Hold on.
Yeah, so everything's smooth until two specific moments. One was late or early second when you just took a really bad angle for what you were doing, right? Totally isolated versus the Sombra, not using verticality, even though you had no sniper to worry about whatsoever, so you could play wherever you wanted, right?
Yeah.
And then third, where, again, versus the damage boosted Pharah, the ball, the Mei, you took top left, which was good, but did you just walk too close, right? It was like basically the equivalent of peeking a Widow a million miles away. Everyone talks about giving Widow respect, but let's talk about giving Pharah respect, right? Don't peek the Pharah at 15 meters range. Make it 30, right? Don't peek the Mei at 10 meter range. Make it 20. You kind of see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was the angle. It was not the top left was bad. It was where you were on the top left was bad. And then obviously your Mercy's a jackass and just flies into mines and so on. But yeah, pretty good. Like pretty good. I really was pleased with the last fight there, where you did die, but you did play your distance and you set up your bob nicely. First point was really good with the setup on the top right boardwalk over there. Like it was for the soldier to get to you. It was really cancer for him to reach you, and that's kind of what we want. So. Assume they're on Widow, assume they're on Sombra, yada, yada, yada. But as soon as you see what they're on, choose the angle that makes the most sense. Whether it's high risk, high reward, lowest reward, I don't care. But choose the angle that actually makes sense.
Yeah, but I'm not ever studying there.
Sure. Sure. So this is a conservative position for right now. But once you see their comp, you're going to rotate away from here. All right, that's Sojourn Pharah. What do you do? Where do you go?
I'm going to push out for like a couple times.
Okay.
Oh, I missed it.
That's okay. That's okay.
I mean,
What's your advantage versus Sojourn Pharah? How do you win those 1v1s?
I have more range.
More range. So where do you need to be on your angle?
Okay, man. Wow, that was
That's okay. Fix it right now. Fix it. Where do you need to be?
as far away as possible. You know? Okay.
On an angle, but you know, maintain range. So where is that? Sure.
Oh, I'm the.
No, that's okay. Don't talk about it. Just do it. There it is. It's okay. Fix the positioning. Fix the positioning. Where do you need to be? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, actually made it me.
Nope. No, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Oh, that moment is.
It's good.
Maybe don't shoot the ball there. Maybe keep pressure on the scores.
Press tab for me.
After the. Oh, no. So simple.
What angle should you be? Are you still here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think as they push forward, it might be an good opportunity to rotate far right, if depending on how far they push. But for right now, don't worry about it.
what's going on. Well, push if nothing happens for a long time.
Yeah, you need to find an angle here if you can. Okay, they're pushing. Never mind.
Like when medieval.
Yeah. So yeah. Then walk left. Walk left. Deepen.
But I want to use my.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I get it. There you go. So that's kind of a situation where like, bro, my diva's ending. What do I do? I think the play was to drop left, peek your the billboard, the other side of the billboard, left side, where you have a little bit more cover and a little bit more range instead of just walking down main. But yeah, you do need to try to push with your diva. Okay, so you could retake with Bob here. Where do you retake? Do you take the angle on right or you take the open sight line on left?
Right, because it's stuff.
Sure. You have Bob, so that means that a closer angle isn't bad. Walk. Set up that Bob and get ready for them to push you, because they will push you. Let it roll.
We see it?
Totally fine. Worth the risk. They use a lot of ults. Press tab. Let's press space. Let's see where the fight's going. Yeah, it was good. I mean, it's too close to play versus a Pharah ball, but you had Bob. And you got a good angle. So you know what? It's fine. Oh, yeah. We play this. I think you actually win this. You win this. So now where do you go? You don't have Bob. Yeah. A little bit more open space. Now where do you go now? As soon as you get your coach. Yeah. See, this is good. This is really good. And then you take top. Yes. There it is. You see it? Brilliant job. So let me describe to you exactly what the deal with Ashe is. Ashe is maybe the hardest DPS hero to rotate with. One of the hardest DPS heroes to rotate. Yeah. Certainly one of the top. But if you get the rotation right, if you get the angle right, she might be the most powerful DPS in the game. Because she does so much pressure. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So once you find the angle that you're on, like think about that first point attack, right? And or any situation on first point defense when you were set up. You just do so much damage. You're just vomiting pressure constantly, right? The question is are you on the right spot or are you able to rotate quickly enough, right? So here's what I would do. I would recommend you going back and watching third point attack and first point defense, okay? Spend 5 minutes, look at third point attack and first point defense, and see if you can find when and where your rotations could have been better and where you would have gone and why. Okay?
Makes sense.
Just take a few minutes to look at those and see if you can figure out where you would have gone. Now, there was a lot of moments as well I want to point out. I know it's because I'm live coaching and you're like, oh, my mechanics, or I missed a shot. Shut up. The more you talk, the worse you miss shots. Just shut up. Just do your job. You do your job. And as soon as you shut up, you locked in, you played fine. You played really well. That was a great match. And that was with ice cold mechanics as well. Yeah. Okay. Any questions? Shut up about mechanics. Practice solo queue when you can. Find the rotation setup that makes sense versus enemy comp. Play your strengths. Win bad, awkward map. Review after taking a short break for 5 minutes on rotation, positioning choices that were available. See, I'm not going to even tell you where you could have or what you could have rotated. I mean, we've kind of already talked about it already, but I want you to go figure it out from the last map. Even though it was a win, even though it was a dominant win, there were still points of improvement, right? And I think I want you to see if you can find any of those minor adjustments. And like I said, I don't really want you to focus too much on like your mechanics. I just want you to find how your positioning could have adjusted. Sound good?
Yeah, thank you.
All right, man.